Saturdays, 3 p.m. only on VOP TV. We break the biggest stories, from missing funds to policy failures. We ask the tough questions and demand real answers. Edu Dialogue, this Saturday, 3 p.m. on Voice of the People Television.
Do you want your voice to be heard? Do you know that you matter in the scheme of things? The People's Voice, the show where ordinary citizens take center stage as we discuss the biggest stories that affect you and I. With you in mind, we facilitate lively discussions, debates, and interviews on the topics that matter most to you and I. From social justice to economic empowerment, education to healthcare, governance, and more. Tackling tough topics and amplifying your voice. Join the conversation and make your voice count. The People's Voice. Make your voice count.
Are you ready for the extraordinary? Something big is happening on your screen. Introducing VOP TV. Now streaming on SLTV channel 264. From breaking news to captivating conversations, news analysis, giving you all sides to the story. We break in-depth discussions on the issues that matter, from politics to sports, entertainment, and lifestyle. VOP TV on SLTV channel 264. Join us as we redefine what television means to you. Voice of the People Television, VOP TV. Now you have more than a voice.
It's a season of love, a season of joy, a season to celebrate you because you deserve it. From all of us at Voice of the People TV, we only want to wish you a very merry, happy Christmas and a prosperous new year ahead.
We are here with the leadership of VOP Television Lagos. We do appreciate this opportunity to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to our viewers all over the world and admirers. Cheers.
VOP TV. Now you have more than a voice.
Hello there, my name is Damilola Ogunsi, also known as the Goldfish.
Hi, my name is Chiki Bright Emmanuel. I'm an actor and a filmmaker.
Hello peeps, my name is Yomi E. Adejumo.
Hi everyone, I'm Paul Utomi.
Hi everyone, my name is Stacey Benjamin and this is Voice of the People TV.
I need you to keep it locked to VOP TV. See, are you looking for good entertainment? You want to get good movies, good music, politics, talk shows, sports and entertainment. You really want a channel that gives you everything you need without you having to run around. VOP is where you are. That's Voice of the People.
If you're not listening to this, you're not one of us. And you deserve to be killed. Scrap chart. Don't make your own button. Watch it, or I'll find you, and I want you.
And you are locked on VOP TV. Don't go nowhere. This is where the juice is. This is where all you need for entertainment, politics, movies, and whatnot.
And keep watching VOP TV.
So keep it locked because I'm locked already, man, and it's money back guarantee. So you're gonna have a good time because I do.
And please keep watching VOP TV.
I want something to actually, I beg you, subscribe, watch it. If not, whatever you see, you see.
You better not touch that dial because VOP is the plot.
My name is Tao Familoni, and here's to VOP TV. Keep watching, stay tuned, do not touch that dial.
My name is Made Kuti, and you're watching VOP TV. Keep watching.
Welcome, my name is Zika Davis. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, boys, viewers, everybody, boys and girls. This is VOP TV. Do you know what that means? Voice of the People TV. You don't have a voice, don't come here. You better make sure your voice is heard.
We encourage you to click on the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Voice of the People TV. Also follow us on all our social media platforms. We are at VOP TV Live. Visit our website www.vop.ng for fresh and trending news. Also watch us live on SLTV channel 264. VOP TV, Voice of the People Television.
VOP TV. Now you have more than a voice.
Hello and welcome to News Hour on Voice of the People TV. I am Vivian Oguche.
And I am Nena Ndomdioto. Before we begin the news, kindly visit our website www.vop.ng for fresh and trending news. Here are the headlines. Senate approves 43 trillion naira 2024-2025 budget repeal.
Also, reps approve extension of 2025 capital budget to March 2026.
INEC rejects Makinde-backed PDP NWC over pending court cases.
NSCDC deploys 55,000 personnel across Nigeria.
Nigerians decry high transport fares and insecurity.
And markets see increased activity ahead of festive season.
On the foreign scene, 5/3 as Mexican plane carrying 2-year-old burn victim crashes.
Well, in business news, Nigeria tops African crude exports to US in 2025.
In sport, Nigeria beats Tanzania 2-1 in winning start.
Well, in the world of entertainment, Ashake mourns fan killed in Nairobi concert stampede.
Now the news and details. The Senate has passed the 43 trillion naira 2024 and 2025 Appropriations Act, Repeal and a Reenactment Bill 2025. The passage followed the Senate's consideration and adoption of the report of its Committee on Appropriations. The consolidated report was presented during plenary by the committee's chairman, Senator Solomon Adiola.
Meanwhile, the House of Representatives has approved the extension of the implementation of the capital component of the 2025 budget to March 31, 2026. The approval followed the passage of the 2024 and 2025 appropriation, repeal, and reenactment bills. The House considered and adopted the President's request during Tuesday's plenary based on a report presented by the chairman of the Committee on Appropriations, Abubakar Bichi. Bichi said the committee met with members of the President's economic team to justify the repeal and reenactment of the budgets. He explained that 16.76 trillion naira was removed from the 2025 capital allocation and rolled over to the 2026 fiscal year due to funding constraints, adding that the move aims to balance urgent spending with fiscal responsibility. The bills were subsequently considered clause by clause and passed for third reading.
In another development, the Independent National Electoral Commission has rejected a request to recognize the National Working Committee of the People's Democratic Party led by Kabiru Turaki. INEC said its decision was based on multiple court judgments. The Turaki-led PDP faction is backed by Oyo State Governor Sheyi Makinde and Bauchi State Governor Bala Muhammad.
Moving on, the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps has deployed 55,000 personnel nationwide to protect lives and critical national assets before, during, and after the Christmas and New Year celebrations. The NSCDC spokesperson, Babawale Afolabi, disclosed this in a statement in Abuja. He quoted the Commandant General, Ahmed Audi, as saying the deployment is aimed at ensuring public safety and strengthening security during the festive period. Audi added that criminal elements often exploit festive seasons to carry out unlawful activities, making the deployment necessary. He also urged citizens to provide credible intelligence to help tackle threats such as banditry, kidnapping, terrorism, and insurgency. The Commandant General further directed zonal commanders and state commandants to closely coordinate security operations across their areas.
In a similar development, the Defense Headquarters has launched Operation Amber Guard to curb criminal activities and boost security across Nigeria's southwest during the festive period. The operation was launched on Tuesday at the AWATSE headquarters in Apapa, Lagos, by the Theatre Commander of Joint Task Force Southwest, Rear Admiral Abubakar Mustafa. Mustafa said the operation will run from December 23, 2025 to January 15, 2026 as part of proactive measures to enhance internal security and protect critical national assets during the Yuletide. He noted that increased movement during the festive season often leads to a rise in criminal activity, necessitating a stronger security presence. The operation will involve coordinated efforts of the Army, Navy, Air Force, and other security agencies. Mustafa assured the public of the armed forces' professionalism and commitment to maintaining peace and stability during the period.
And now with just days to the Christmas and New Year celebrations, the Edo State Police Command has unveiled a robust security strategy to ensure the safety of residents and visitors across the state. The plan combines intelligence-driven policing with community engagement to prevent crime and guarantee a peaceful festive season. Our correspondent, Rhoda Johnny, reports.
In Benin City are facing rising bus fares as the Christmas season
Well, apologies for that mix-up. We'll take a short break and be right back. Stay with us.
Security.
Welcome back, everyone. We'll take you straight to Edo State, where Rhoda Johnny tells us how the police is ensuring that the Yuletide season is safe for everyone. Take a listen.
Has launched a comprehensive security plan to ensure peaceful Christmas and New Year celebrations. The initiative is aimed at protecting residents and visitors while deterring criminal activities during the festive period. As part of the plan, the police conducted a forest clearance operation in Edo North from 14 to 20 December. The exercise, approved by the Inspector General of Police and supported by Governor Monday Okpebholo, involved ground troops, helicopters, drones, and collaboration with the Nigerian Army, Air Force, NSCDC, forest guards, local hunters, and vigilante groups to deny criminal elements access to ungoverned spaces. Agbonika said the festive security strategy is anchored on proactive, intelligence-driven policing, including intensified patrols, stop and search operations, strategic deployment, and community engagement.
On the comprehensive security measures put in place to ensure a peaceful, secure, and free Christmas and New Year celebration. In line with our proactive, intelligence-driven policing strategy for the Yuletide season, the Edo State Police Command significantly strengthened security across the state by intensifying visibility policing, strategic patrols, targeted stop and search operations, intelligence-led deployments, and sustained community engagements. These measures were designed to deter criminal activities, inspire public confidence, and guarantee the safety of residents and visitors throughout the festive period. The clearance operation, which led to the arrest of 37 suspects and many other recoveries of firearms and drugs, spanned from Saturday 14 December to 20th December 2025. But I assure you that this will be sustained. It was executed through a robust interagency collaboration between with the Nigerian Army Mechanized 4 Brigade, Nigerian Air Force 107 Air Maritime Group, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, and the Forest Guards, local vigilante groups, and hunters. This joint approach underscores our collective resolve to confront and neutralize security threats in the state decisively.
He urged residents to remain vigilant and law-abiding to maintain security throughout the Christmas and New Year celebrations. In Benin, Rhoda Johnny, UOB TV News.
Thank you very much, Rhoda. Away from that report, the federal government has ordered contractors handling road projects to immediately open major highways under construction, warning that no work sites should be closed during festive periods without approval from the Ministry of Works. The government also directed contractors operating under the NNPC Limited Tax Credit Scheme to exit existing tripartite agreements to allow for proper payment processing following the expiration of the funding arrangement. Minister of Works David Umahi issued the directives in Abuja, saying President Bola Tinubu has approved the Ministry of Work to take full financial responsibility for the affected projects.
Now, Nigerians are preparing for the Christmas and New Year celebrations, but rising transport fares are forcing many to reconsider travel plans. Commuters are also calling on the government to address insecurity on major highways. VOPTV's Matthew Gunswada visited the Jibowu terminal in Lagos to gauge the mood of travelers.
My 12 international market.
With Christmas just days away, major markets in Lagos are expected to be bustling with activity.
We sincerely apologize for that mix-up. We'll bring that report subsequently in our bulletin. In Benin City, the Edo State capital, travelers say high bus fares are making holiday travel increasingly difficult. Many are appealing to transport companies for festive discounts, while also urging the government to regulate fares to keep travel affordable. Correspondent Rhoda Johnny reports.
Due to purchasing power,
travelers in Benin City are facing rising bus fares as the Christmas season continues. Commuters describe the increase linked to higher fare costs as adding extra pressure to holiday travel plans. Observations at major bus parks shows buses are still operating, though some passengers experience longer waiting times due to high demand.
There hasn't been an actual hike in the transport fare so far. I think what I've noticed is an increment of 2,000 naira from 28,000 to 30. That's the axis I'm running. Well, today is 23rd, so we don't know how the coming days may be. But so far, so good. It has been quite fair, transport-wise.
Generally interesting that most transport companies are taking up their prices period because it does not really follow the law of demand and supply. More people are traveling this particular period, and as such, I feel like transport companies, there should be a reward for loyalty in the sense that there should be reduced prices this time, especially now where they are getting more customers than ever. But that's really not the case. I understand the concept of making money as much as you can because everybody wants to travel, you're taking your prices up, but I don't know, it screams that the transport companies, they are not in touch with the general population, because this is a time where every transport company should be telling the people that patronize them that, okay, we are here for you. Now that you want to go home, we can give you this discount and that discount. It's sad really, but well, it's capitalism, so yeah.
Transport is too dear. I and my wife, I pay 30,000. Today I am paying 21,000 Tahoda, East-West Road. You see the big thing inside, so I'm not feeling happy.
They choke, I don't tell you before, like they choke, the bills is much. Okay, maybe it's because of the festive period, that's why. So I understand though. You know, people are just rushing to, you know, meet up their meals and the rest of it. So them too, they're making for their gain. So it's fine, it's cool.
Travelers are urging bus companies to introduce festive discounts and appealing to the government to regulate fares to ensure affordable travel during the Yuletide period. In Benin, Rhoda Johnny, VOP TV News.
Thank you, Rhoda. Well, in Oka, the Anambra State capital, motor parks are experiencing increased activities as some residents arrive for the holidays, while others travel to cities like Lagos and Abuja. Our correspondent Sochima Promise visited the terminals and reports on the experiences of travelers.
Admits that traveling out of Oka to cities like Lagos and Abuja do not incur additional costs, while those coming in from those big cities into the southeast pay as much double the initial cost.
If I may say, Lagos and Abuja now, from Oka to Lagos now is cheap. Then from Oka to Abuja now is cheap, and from Lagos is cheap. But coming back is where the problem is. You understand? Now we are running on discount basis now. But coming back from Lagos now is where the problem is. It's just like these two of it.
Some of these vehicles that you see here down in the east, most of them run empty to Lagos. We dispatch them empty to Lagos. Understand? Because if we didn't do that, our people will not see a bus to enter coming back. We didn't have any increase from here to Lagos. But definitely from Lagos to here, we must have increase because those vehicles that we dispatch empty, we put fuel inside with driver's allowance, understand? So there must be an increase.
Okay, in terms of costs, they didn't increase the cost. So yeah, I think that's about it. The cost that's about February, sorry. It's almost the same as what we are paying now in December.
Is there really a justifiable reason for the increase in transport fares now that the petrol price is on downward review?
Everything changed this festive period in the sense that all of a sudden there is this increase in price in terms of the cost of transportation. Now there is no reasonable reason that was given for the hike except festive period. The price of entering Siena as of last month, even this month, earlier this month, was 4,000 naira. But just in few days, like in fact not even in few days, like this same day, it increased by at least 80%, almost double the price. If I'm not mistaken. No, yeah, I'm not mistaken because that's what I'm actually paying currently for this transportation.
I don't understand. I came to Nsukka last week with 5,500 and I came back today and they say 10,000. Hey! Oh, this is serious. This is very, very serious. And it's fast though, but I'm frustrated. Like, yes, it's too much. The price is very, because of this festival season, I don't understand. They just increased it. I don't know what to say though.
As much as commuters complain of high costs, would they prefer to stem the trend of wanting to go home for Christmas? The answer is not far-fetched, and this goes to show that the economy of demand and supply will continue to play out in the transport sector. Sochima Promise, Voice of the People Television.
Thank you very much, Sochima. Nigerians are preparing for the Christmas and New Year celebrations, but rising transport fares are forcing many to reconsider travel plans. Commuters are also calling on the government to address insecurity on major highways. VOP TV's Matthew Buswada visited the Jibo terminal in Lagos to gauge the mood of travelers.
Witness an increase in influx of visitors, goods and activities during the festive season, particularly as residents and tourists observe the popular Dirty December period, marked by concerts, parties and social gatherings. But even before the peak of the celebrations, transport fares from Lagos to the southeastern states are already climbing ahead of the annual Christmas and New Year travel rush. Operators at major bus terminals say the rise in fares is driven by growing demand, high fuel costs, and increased operational expenses. I am at the Jibo bus terminal here in Lagos, where passenger movements are gradually increasing ahead of the Christmas and New Year festivities. While many commuters are ready to reunite with their loved ones, the price and the hike of transportation is forcing many to reconsider their travel plans. Some passengers I spoke with say they have no choice but to travel despite the costs, while also urging the government to address fuel price hike and insecurity in travel highway.
Normally, it's getting high. It's even better now because by this weekend for God's sake, it will stay increased because it's the season now.
The country is not supposed to be like this, but we are the one that spoiled the country by ourselves. Even this transportation issue, it's not supposed to be like this. Imagine that you want to go to your village. From here to your village, it costs for something thousand. That means you cannot buy anything to your family or to your friend or to yourself. Because if you spend 30,000 from here to east, how much are you going to spend?
I cannot blame the transporters. The government should, if government reduce their fuel money, them also will reduce their price. Government should provide security, at least soldier on the road and police for the security of the people that is traveling.
Transport operators are calling on the government to address fuel prices, improve road infrastructure, and create policies that will ease transportation costs during peak travel periods.
I want the government just help us to reduce fuel because without no fuel we can't work. Because everything now we don't suffer. Month now we are buying full of 12,000 sometimes inside machine, sometimes 30, sometimes 15. I want the government just help us to reduce the fuel. And people are traveling because if you want to travel now, we are afraid that bandits are around on the road. We are afraid to travel anywhere now because everything now that has been hard now. The government just help us with the bandits and the fuel. If that one have come down, some people will be happy now. But without no fuel, we can't be happy on the road.
As Nigerians embark on journeys Lagos this festive season, safety remains a top priority for passengers and commuters already burdened by increasing transport costs. Passengers and drivers are calling on the government to address the insecurity along major pathways in order to make holiday travels not only affordable but safe for all. Reporting from the Jibowu bus terminal here in Lagos, Matthew Ogunswada for Voice of the People Television.
Thank you. Now, with just days to Christmas, markets across parts of the country are witnessing increased activities as residents shop for food and essential items, adjusting their spending to rising prices while keeping festive traditions alive. Our correspondent, Oyindamola Olokutan, visited Daleko Market in the Isolo area of Lagos, where traders expressed concerns over declining sales despite a slight drop in food prices.
As just days away, major markets in Lagos are expected to be bustling with activity. However, at Daleko Market, traders say business has been slower than usual as fewer customers are turning up to buy food items for the festive season. According to the sellers, prices of some staple items such as rice, beans, pepper, curry, vegetable oil, and poultry have slightly reduced compared to last year, yet sales remain low. Buyers who spoke to VOP TV said the challenge is not just price, but lack of money, noting that last year many prices were higher, they still managed to shop more for the celebration.
Price last year it was almost 95,000. Now it's been sold for 52, 53. Everything has come down, but there's no money. They should help us and bring money, so people should come and buy. So purchasing power has gone down. You understand? Fuel has gone down, the transportation cost has gone down, but where's the purchasing power? You understand? And you know, market determine price.
Some traders blame the low patronage on reduced purchasing power, rising transportation costs, and economic pressure that have left many households struggling to prioritize festive shopping. Despite the situation, people are hoping for a better Nigeria as the year evolves.
Present, the market is dropping. As for rice, is now 54, 55 for small rice. Some Nigerian rice we are selling it 54, 52. But as low as the price was, there was no movement of market. People don't enter market to buy. Last year we sell bag of rice 85,000, 84,000. People trooped in more than now. So it seems there is no money in the country. God will help us all in Jesus' name.
Our sales now is down. Oja wale, rice wale, gari wale. In fact, I can say everything is in low price for now. But oja low sales.
There is no market, there is no money. That last year, rice cost, but market day. But now, no market, no money. No anybody don't buy anything.
As festive season draws closer, traders remain hopeful for a last-minute rush, while buyers continue to navigate the realities of limited income. Oyindamola Olokutan reporting for Voice of the People TV.
Still in Lagos, correspondent Onyeka Ogola reports from the Mile 12 International Market. The prices of major food staples have eased, even as onions recorded a sharp increase.
At Lagos Mile 12 International Market, the usual Christmas rush is in full swing, with shoppers haggling traders, shouting prices, and barrel pushers waving through narrow aisles. This year, however, many shoppers are finding some relief. The price of foreign rice has dropped significantly and now selling for between 64 and 76,000 naira per 50 kilogram bag, far below last year's record high. Local rice remains stable at about 60,000 naira, while tomato and gari have always become more affordable.
Price of thing is high. We don't know, but maybe if government can help us, because maybe it's because of fuel or anything. Because when you call driver to help you carry load from one place to another, all this make goods cost They are complaining, no, fuel is too cost, all this. So we beg government to help us. Maybe they can help us with fixed price of market. That one could be better. So everybody will know that this is the normal price, and this is normal buy you buy, and this is normal price you sell. Maybe that one will be better in this Nigeria, because everybody doing her own, and which is not fair for we poor woman.
Onions prices have jumped sharply, with a bag now selling for as much as 130,000 naira, forcing many families to cut back to seek alternatives.
Now the market is the price is varies. Sometimes it's going up or come down. Like on Monday now, we sold bag at the rate of 80. As at was yesterday, the bag is 110, 120. The one that is not good, 100,000 per bag. So that is what affect the bowl now. Bowl, we sell 13, 14, but now we are selling correct one, we are selling 17 for the purple. But dry one is scarce inside market. Dry one, the bag of it now, last week that they brought it, they sold the bag at the rate of 160,000. So the little one that's inside market, inside the bowl, we are selling that bowl as you see, 27, 28. So what is happening there now? The price is not fixed.
Adding to the pressure are ongoing demolitions in Ketu Mile 12 artists by the Lagos State government, which commuters say has doubled travel time to market, making access more difficult during the busy season. Despite these challenges, traders and shoppers say Mile 12 market remains the cheapest option for many households, with food buying groups pooling resources to reduce cost ahead of Christmas.
This basket, you can sell it 50,000 naira. When I sell it, all on 15,000 naira. Before they sell them 35 to 40. But the market don't move today, don't go, then they go up. People they come, they buy, people they rush, they come, they buy them. Already, now make the market don't they go up now. So maybe if it change, if people come plenty, the market go they high. Even market no come plenty, people come plenty, market go they off. So even not be Christmas, the thing they happen like that. So now Christmas, everybody rush and they come buy market already. No say na season.
This period of December, Christmas period, our goods very, very cheap. It come down well. Like formerly, we are selling this bag 22, 23. But now we are selling 21, 20. Market, we don't even see anybody. We have fufu from Edo State. In fact, their fufu is fantastic. Very nice. It don't smell. That one we used to count it. Like if you need this bag is 40,000. Full bag. But if you want retail, it's 1,000. They should come and help us because we are not selling. Many of us go on loan. So if you don't sell, how will you pay the loan?
With just days to Christmas, Mile 12 market reflects the reality of the season. Lower prices for some essentials, higher costs for others, and shoppers determined to celebrate despite these challenges. From Mile 12 markets, I am Onika Rugolo, reporting for VOP TV.
Onyeka, fantastic as usual. Thank you. Well, in Edo State, a correspondent, Rhoda Jenny, reports that traders are experiencing slow sales as rising food prices continue to affect business. She adds that many shoppers are buying only essential items due to the high cost of living.
Markets in Edo State have recorded lower than expected sales this Christmas as traders report that rising prices of food and goods are affecting business. The slowdown observed in major markets across the state comes despite the festive season, which usually sees high consumer spending. Traders noted that current sales are lower compared to previous years during the Yuletide period.
100,000, 120, small one 60,000, small the other one 40, crate 25. Before not be so, but now when they do something, now they can go and like that. Is it because of Christmas?
road, express is not a market. People are shading there, no way to come inside the market to buy things. The whole place is so jam-packed that you cannot even walk with your feet to come inside to buy things. Though things are down, the price calm down a little, but there's scarcity of money. People are not buying. You cannot see everybody sitting down. Just 2 days to wash night. You saw us sitting down. It's unusual.
People where they buy and they, we where they sell and we they. It too dear. He pass 120, pass 130 for carton of fish. It too high. May government help us. May them bring them. And the second one where I want to meat, it dear. More money may go down.
Na die. Me too dear. When they buy, we buy not the correct. High. One head, one cow head, 150, 120, 130 now.
Buyers are also limiting their purchases, focusing mainly on essential items due to the high cost of living.
They said this fowl like 15, 20,000. And the food we they buy them before, a bag, 12,000. Now we they buy a bag, 25,000. So that's why this fowl dear now. Now like 30,000 and 35,000.
Parents cock, we they buy 80,000, 70,000. Now it says 27,000. It's too high now. The price too much. We not feel buy. Here suppose food for Christmas now. As they do Christmas, here we food for crowd. Now, nothing. So people not feature for Christmas. It's not good. Very, very bad.
Market users are appealing to the government to take action, urging measures to reduce prices and ease economic pressure on residents during the festive period. The subdued market activity highlights how inflation is impacting both traders and shoppers in Edo State this Christmas. In Benin, Rhoda Johnny, UOP TV News.
Okay, away from that, this report says that former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has called for the immediate suspension of Nigeria's new tax law, describing it as a brazen act of treason against the Nigerian people, an assault on constitutional democracy. In a statement on X, Atiku condemned what he called unauthorized changes to the tax legislation after its passage by the National Assembly, accusing the executive of undermining legislative authority. He highlighted provisions allowing tax authorities to arrest citizens, seize property without court orders, and conduct enforcement sales without judicial oversight, warning that these measures strip Nigerians of due process. Atiku also criticized financial burdens on citizens, including mandatory 20% security deposits before appealing tax assessments, compound interest on tax debt, and forced USD computation for petroleum operations. He concluded by stressing that what the National Assembly did not pass cannot become law.
Meanwhile, the Lagos State government has reaffirmed its commitment to Nigeria's ongoing national tax reforms, promising fair implementation, efficient processes, and the use of technology to support sustainable economic growth. Our correspondent, Onyeka Ogolo, again reports.
President Sanwo-Olu delivered the keynote address at the Tax Reform Summit 2025, describing the event as timely and strategic. The summit held in Ikeja provides a critical platform for repositioning the Nigerian tax system to achieve efficiency, equity, and growth.
National reform places greater emphasis on consumption-based taxation, data integration, and tax protection. Lagos is strengthening the system to ensure ease of compliance, to ensure effective dispute resolution, and predictability tax environment that encourages investment and innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, we believe the success of Nigeria's tax reform journey will depend not only on legislation at the federal level, but on effective implementation at the state level. And I think the guest speaker re-emphasized that much. No matter how well it is done at the federal, it is effective implementation at the subnational that will make it easy to implement.
The governor emphasized that Lagos operates within a framework of national fiscal programs and is fully aligned with the tax reforms being driven by President Bola Tinubu. He highlighted the importance of predictable and transparent tax system, describing taxation as a social contract between government and citizen, anchored on accountability and visible service delivery. Chairman of the Presidential Fiscal Policy and Tax Reform Committee, Taiwo Oyedele, noted that Nigeria's tax reforms are not about increasing rates, but about fixing broken system. He stressed that Lagos is expected to demonstrate leadership in data quality, property registers, and taxpayers' database, serving as a model for other states.
A model tax harmonization law for the consideration and enactment by states. So we're glad to have our distinguished lawmakers in the room. Ekiti State, Zamfara, Anambra, and Kano have passed the law already in their respective states, so we're expecting Lagos State to be the next. Revenue collection
by all citizens to strengthen the civil society. It's a contribution to growth, progress, and development, and we shouldn't see it as a burden. It's something we should do with a lot of pride.
Lagos State endorsement of national tax reform signals its readiness to lead in effective implementation, leveraging technology, transparency, and accountability to create a fair and growth-friendly fiscal environment for all. I am Monica Golo, reporting for VOP TV.
Thank you very much, Maureen. You're still watching News Hour on VOP TV. We'll take a break now. We'll return with more stories. Just stay with us.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. But for us, the technical crew,
it's weird for technical people to be in front of camera, but I just want to say,
now this one they make me come outside every day. Anytime when they call me, I will rush come outside. We don't get holiday.
Our holiday is part of our daily routine, and we've embraced it.
I must say, the work is challenging, engaging, and interesting.
We are all families here at VOP, and we the technical crew.
For us, it's another day on the job.
But it's tough being away from family.
But the lighter part of it is that after the work,
we stay connected with video calls and messages. Merry Christmas.
On behalf of the technical crew, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, and here we are, job continues.
Glad to have you back. A multiple vehicle accident involving a petrol tanker and several other vehicles occurred at Otedola Bridge in Ward Berger along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. The Lagos State Traffic Management Authority confirmed the crash on X, saying it involved a fully loaded petrol tanker, 2 private cars, and a commercial vehicle. The Lagos State Police Command reported that no lives were lost, though 2 people sustained serious injuries and were taken to the hospital for treatment.
Now, as Nigeria strengthens its aviation and tourism workforce, over 650 graduates have been urged to uphold safety, professionalism, and integrity in the industry. The call came during the 14th convocation of the Universal School of Aviation, where students trained in aviation and tourism disciplines were formally inducted into the profession. VOP TV's Matthew Ogunswade reports.
The 14th convocation ceremony of the Universal School of Aviation brought together over 650 graduates trained across aviation and tourism-related disciplines, including cabin crew operations, flight dispatch, airline ticketing and reservations, among other aviation courses. Speaking at the ceremony, the Director of Studies, Idris Onifade, disclosed that regulatory approval has been secured in Sierra Leone and the Republic of Chad, while charging the graduates to uphold safety, professionalism, and integrity in the aviation profession.
The aviation industry is a unique one. It's not only about the knowledge. There is need for consistency, there is need for dedication. When you get into the industry, you don't go with only the intention of go there, make money. This is a sensitive industry that requires a high level of safety, high level of security, and of course, integrity. Because, we deal with money. Those that work in travel and tourism, they do a lot of, we have to have a lot of, build a lot of trust in terms of customer trusting your services. Then those that work directly with the airline, like the operation officer, flight dispatchers, cabin crew, these are safety related jobs. So the industry expects people that we uphold these, values, safety first before any other thing. You understand? So we want the students to go out there and uphold some of these qualities.
For those of them who have recently graduated, I would advise them to be focused, to be disciplined. Yes, very, very disciplined. Those qualities are very important. They need it to, excel in whatever field that they are, and they should be determined to.
Other speakers at the event also urged the graduates to embrace resilience, discipline, and continuous learning in the aviation industry.
If you are talking about tourism, it comprises of hospitality, aviation, and travel industry. And now that the youths are now catching up, that the youths have realized that aviation is one of the industry that is actually going to rule the world, I believe they are going to be a positive factor.
Many youth of today, they lack personal interaction, how to network with other people. Maybe it's as a result of social media or information technology. But the youth of today, what Universal School of Aviation is doing is more appropriate in the sense that you look at them as the leaders of the industry tomorrow.
Discipline is very, very key if you want to be able to succeed in the aviation industry. Then too, you need to be resilient. So, Chima, you must have that attitude of not giving up attitude. Like I keep telling them, if you believe you can or you believe you cannot, you are both right. So it depends on your attitude. So it starts with you having a positive attitude.
Most of the youths here, they don't have a job. So we are looking at providing them with a professional skill that will get them ready for whatever opportunity that is present in any sector, not just in aviation. We also have other youths engaged in other skill acquisition in various skill areas.
Graduates also shared their experiences, affirming that the institution did not just train them, but empower them to be better leaders.
ATR is a very, very good course. I would say it has a lot of advantages in the legal market. You get to know more about flights, you get to know more about ticketing, you get to know more about reservation, you get to know more about the IATA global indicators and all that has to do with airline geography.
The future is actually bright because the aviation industry it has so many grounds that are yet to be unveiled. So I'm happy that I'm part of this movement.
And Ngozi Rosemary emerged as the overall best graduating student. As the ceremony featured the presentation of awards, the induction of the director as a fellow, 5 staff members as full members, and over 110 students as student members of the Institute for Tourism Professionals of Nigeria. Matthew Ogunswada, reporting for Voice of the People TV.
Matthew, thank you. Now on the foreign scene, at least 5 people, including a 2-year-old burn victim, died when a small Mexican Navy aircraft crashed over the Texas coast near Galveston during a humanitarian mission. The aircraft was transferring the child from Merida, Mexico, for treatment in the United States. Of the 8 people on board, 2 survived, while 1 remains missing. President Claudia Sheinbaum expressed condolences to the families and confirms that rescue teams are still searching for the missing passenger.
We now move on to business. Nigeria has become Africa's top exporter of crude oil to the United States in the first 8 months of 2025. The U.S. mission said Nigeria shipped 33.23 million barrels, valued at $2.57 billion, marking a record high and highlighting its growing role in the transatlantic energy market. It noted the strong trade ties between the two countries create jobs and drive prosperity on both sides of the Atlantic. For the first time, Nigeria imported more crude from the U.S. than it exported, marking a historic shift in petroleum trade.
Well, in sports news, Nigeria kicked off their 2025 Africa Cup of Nations campaign with a 2-1 win over Tanzania at State Defense, thanks to goals from Shemi Ajayi and Ademola Lookman. The Super Eagles started strongly with Victor Osimhen and Lookman causing early problems for the Tanzanian defense. Nigeria's breakthrough came in the 36th minute when Alex Iwobi's cross found Ajayi, who powered a header into the net to make it 1-0 at halftime. Tanzania equalized in the 50th minute through Momboa, but Nigeria responded just 2 minutes later as Lookman fired a left-footed strike past the goalkeeper to restore the lead. The 2-1 scoreline helped to give Nigeria a perfect start to their Group C campaign.
And now to entertainment, Afrobeat star Shake has expressed deep sorrow over the death of a young woman during his concert in Nairobi, Kenya. The award-winning singer took to Instagram to describe the incident as devastating and said he was heartbroken by the tragic event at a show meant to spread joy through music. He extended condolences to the family of the deceased, identified as Karen Lojore, and pledged to support efforts to investigate the incident, stressing that those responsible should be held accountable. This marks the second time a crowd stampede has led to fatalities at one of Ashake's concerts. In December 2022, 2 women died in a stampede at his O2 Bristol show.
Well, elsewhere in entertainment, Vince Zampella, co-creator of the Call of Duty video game series, has died at age 55. Zampella was killed in a single vehicle crash on the Los Angeles highway in California. The Ferrari he was in veered off the road, struck a concrete barrier, and caught fire. According to the California Patrol, 2 people were in the vehicle at the time. The cause of the crash remains under investigation. Well, that wraps it up for us on News Hour. But before we go, a quick look at the headlines. We told you that the Senate has approved a 43 trillion naira 2024-2025 budget repeal.
Also, reps approve extension of 2025 capital budget to March 2026.
INEC rejects Makinde-backed PDP and WC over pending court cases.
NSCDC deploys 55,000 personnel across Nigeria.
Nigerians decry high transport fares and insecurity.
Markets see increased activity ahead of festive season.
On the foreign scene, 5 dead as Mexican plane carrying 2-year-old burn victim crashes.
In business, Nigeria tops African crude exports to U.S. in 2025.
Well, in sports news, Nigeria beat Tanzania 2-1 in winning start.
And in the world of entertainment, Ashake mourns fan killed in Nairobi concert stampede. Do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. On YouTube, we are Voice of the People TV. And on other social media platforms, we are at VOP TV Live. We witness news happening near you. We want to hear from you. Send your eyewitness reports, event coverage, request, photos, or videos directly via WhatsApp to 0814-606-4057. You can also reach our newsroom by email at news@vop.ng. I am Nnenna Ndomdiotor.
And I am Vivian Oguche. Thank you so much for watching.
ẹ̀yin tèmi ní Nàìjíríà lókè òkun, mò ń kí yín fún Kérésìmesì ọdún yìí á yabo fún wa.
From Matthew Ogunswada. This year has been so amazing with you in it. And that's why we're saying from Voice of the People TV, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And we love you.
You've been wonderful all through the year. And this is from us, Voice of the People Television, saying Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year to you all. See you at the top.
In a world where truth is the ultimate power and opinions scream the loudest, it's time to wade through the noise.
Hunger no get tribe! Hunger no get religion!
And scan the human interest and trending topics that matter. Stay tuned to The Issues, your plug to the stories making the buzz, from politics to science and technology, social justice, and more. Let's tackle the tough questions and expose the truth. The Issues on Voice of the People Television, Mondays to Fridays, 8 to 9 p.m. The Issues. Don't just react. Understand. Do you want your voice to be heard? Do you know that you matter in the scheme of things? The People's Voice, the show where ordinary citizens take center stage as we discuss the biggest stories that affect you and I. With you in mind, we facilitate lively discussions, debates, and interviews on the topics that matter most to you and I, from social justice to economic empowerment, education to healthcare, governance, and more, tackling tough topics and amplifying your voice. Join the conversation and make your voice count. The People's Voice. Make your voice count.
Hello there, my name is Damilola Ogunsi, also known as the Goldfish.
Hi, my name is Chike Bright Emmanuel. I'm an actor and a filmmaker.
Hello peeps, my name is Yomi E. Adejimo.
Hi everyone, I'm Paul Utomi.
Hi everyone, my name is Stacey Benjamin and this is Voice of the People TV.
I need you to keep it locked to VOP TV. See, are you looking for good entertainment? You want to get good movies, good music, politics, talk shows, sports and entertainment. You really want a channel that gives you everything you need without you having to run around. VOP is where you are. That's Voice of the People.
If you're not listening to this, you're not one of us. And you deserve to be killed. Scrap chat. Don't be killed, but watch it. Or I'll find you. And I want you.
And you are locked on VOP TV. Don't go nowhere. This is where the juice is. This is where all you need for entertainment, politics, movies, and whatnot.
And keep watching VOP TV.
So keep it locked because I'm locked already, man. And